The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, here we go. Slam. Hey, Delta.
Rivers to throw it. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rivers. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
Zachary 90, black 15. Black 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Zachary 90, 190, 54. Here we go. Watch the eye. Shit. Wait, 89.
Taylor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Will. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing, Rivers. And an alley to run. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Hines. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, box truck. 54. Mike 54. Hey. Watch the flat. Motion. Block. Keep it skinny. 54. Behind.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, watch 7. Hey, high 7.
Mike 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want
5.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Ready. And Lobo. Now. Hey, Echo.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Hey, Alpha.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check tight. Check tight.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to slither by. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the 1st sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The give to Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 35-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
Move!
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Silver.
Now Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Tannehill. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Shoot!
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go.
Go! 5!
Tannehill throwing again. And caught by Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
5!
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
They snap it to Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Mike 5-4. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey! Hey! Wahoo!
1-7. Check Mike.
Go!
Mike 54. Right. Mike 54.
Go!
Mike 50.
Go!
On first down, Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. A good pickup there at 22. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
Check me out.
Hey, Charlie! Now!
On first down, Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. Joker.
Hey, Zoo.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
Here's Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Yep.
Motion. 54 is Mike. 54.
Go.
Watch 54. Watch the run. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Ready?
Now it's Tannehill. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Red Delta.
They run with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. Third down here. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Let's go, defense.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run with Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 6-6. Pull it high.
Let's get out the field, defense.
6 guys.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rivers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Rivers to throw it. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the red zone now, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Rivers. He's got Burton here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll throw again. Rivers. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, ready.
To throw again. Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Hey, seam 6.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Colts 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's confidence has.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
91. Here we go.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Big trip.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Indianapolis.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Taylor. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 5-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The tackle made by Harold Landry. A gain of 4. And it's
On 3rd down, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jack Crawford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
He can't. Hey, Orbit.
He's not going to get me.
Q.
55, Mike 55.
12.
Now Rivers on 4th down. He's got his tight end, Burton. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Hey, I'm going to go load it.
Mike 55.
0.
All right.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's get this.
Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. To throw, Rivers. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion.
I got you.
Rivers. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Come on, fellas. At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Alert 3.
Throwing now, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Titans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.